Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Last Caretaker. Today, I'm gonna talk about the things that you can do, or the things that you should be doing, before the next patch arrives. The next patch being the final patch, actually. We don't have any more patches. Yeah, after that, it's just a release. Like, we're gonna finally get the full story, full, let's say, unleashed form of this game, finally, after a year. And, well, so before that, the number one thing that I would suggest you to do is just go to your committees, complete all of your committees. I know all of you have memory problems, not in real life, in here. I trust you. I trust that you guys have more memory than me, at least. I'm a fish, I swear. One of the reasons why I don't do that much, let's say, cable management is because I have bad memory. I will not remember which socket is for what. So I'm just using a full grid. But complete your whole committees because, look, every committee has been giving us quests. The quests are mostly two-parted. The quests that we got, aside from the golden standard, are one-parted quests. So probably those committees along the way, along our journey throughout this game, will actually provide us with more and more and more, let's say, things that we can do. And quests that they will give us. So that is number one thing, and most probably the rest of the four committees that have not given us quests will provide us with quests that will actually be completed in either a half patch that is going to be released after this, or a full patch that is going, because that's another prediction that I have, that we're probably gonna get a half patch this time as well. It's a marketing thing that they're doing recently. I love it, and well, it gives me more things to do in the game before the release of the game. So, anyways, and as you can see, like, you will have enough memories. Look, I finished all of them, and I did not even, let's say, complete the caves, for example, because I'm protesting the caves. I don't want to go to them intentionally for different reasons. I'm not going to talk about it. But look, even though, like, I did not use most of my legendaries, just using the token. Oh, the token is actually inside one of these, isn't it? Yeah, I think I left it inside one of these. Yeah, so the token is there. Using the token, you can actually produce all of the babies, by the way. Yeah, not the lower tier ones, but you can use the, let's say, token that you got from the last patch. You can actually see it. And if you want to see the, let's say, stats that you need for each profession, for each baby that is there, I made a video previously. You can check that out. I give like even the nutrition values that you need for each of those, so you don't have to waste your materials, let's say. The next one that you should be doing, if you haven't, is gathering material, namely a lot of oil and iron. Why, you might ask? You either just gather steel, like directly just get a steel, like accumulate a lot of steel, or just have iron and oil so you can make a steel. Because of two reasons. Number one, Pishon or Platform Eden. If you remember, now we actually have, I actually don't think that we have the steel here, do we? Yeah, like namely these. For these platforms, look, this one is a small one. We're gonna get bigger version of this, so there'll probably be a medium and large version of this, and this was a small one, and it needed that much. It needed like 1,000 or plus, let's say, iron to be turned into steel, just for this one. So the next ones probably will need like 1,500, 2,000. So you better start gathering oil and let's say iron or steel in general for this. There's another reason. Now that we can actually produce a steel, since the, let's say, the start of the game, within one of the patches, we were going to be given something called steel cables. Yes, I know you have forgot about this, but these stainless steels could probably be turned into those, let's say, cables as well, that we could probably use for cables that have, like, no problems like these ones, glitching through the walls and so on. So I think that's another good thing to do for that reason, because the moment the steel cables come, we will be able to actually let's say, finally gets rid of all of these glitchy things that are going through each other and through the walls and so on. So yeah, that's another one. If you haven't watched, you can get this alpine pine tree and you can get this cherry tree. You can currently get this, let's say, fruit pear tree as well. And each of them has a committee quest that you need to do. So yeah, you can actually finally do those committee quests as well, so you get these. The faster you get these, the better, because especially before trying to complete your committees, the reason is every time you send, let's say, your rocket up, you send samples with the rocket. When you send cave samples after finishing the quest, you get the cherry tree, and when you send normal holograms, you get the pine tree. So it is better to complete those two quests from the culture committee and logistics, so you actually get one of each of these every time you send a rocket or send a single baby as well. If you like sakura tree, the cherry tree like me, you can actually like send just babies singularly. Yeah, like instead of sending 4 babies at a time, you can just send 2 or 1 baby at a time with rocket if you have the, let's say, resources for it. So you get a lot of cherry trees. I got like 4 and I was done with it. We still do not know what these are for, but as I said in the patch prediction, let's say, video, that these will probably be used for something either including oxygen production, because they have different oxygen values, or we will be making paper and so on and so forth for memory making, and maybe, let's say, recreating the ozone layer with the Eden platforms, because as the new patch is coming, as the release of the game coming, that Stargate is probably, that is either a portal that takes us to new maps, or it's a time gate, or it's whatever, it connects us to the spaceship, whatever. But look, we have an Eden platform, it produces oxygen single-handedly. That is the whole purpose of it currently. And that is as far as we know. And because of that thing, well, it is safe to say that we most probably are going to try to remake this planet as well for the children that we sent to space, so they can come back and, well, live here. For the next ones, give me a second. Okay, in this department, in one of them, I am not complete as well, by the way. I don't know, at least, if I am complete in both of these. After they added this little thingy, the music player here, you can actually put the cartridges in it. So far, I've gone to a lot of places in the game after they released the patch. I found 11 cartridges so far. I don't know how many there is, but I went through a lot and I have 11. If you know how many there is, please leave it in the comments so other people can know, so they know when their collection is completely done. But it's a fun thing that you can do. It gives you another purpose to go and visit the places that you have already visited. And another reason is that you can actually get your Peko games too. Like, there's 3 of them. You can actually make your own records and record time in these as well. And also, well, if you haven't found like all of the logs, well, it's a good time to go explore and find the memories, so you can actually have all of the logs as well and read through them, let's say. I am still not going through these that much. The main reason is because I want the story of the game be like completed, so I can actually make lore videos about it. I have very bad memory. If I read them now, I will definitely forget them, and maybe they will change some things and I will not know it. So, yeah, that's why I'm not going through those right now, because I will have to redo it again anyways. You can remake your ship build. That's another thing that you can do. There's a lot of options that you can do with your ship, but I would suggest, like, do wind power and, let's say, a mix of diesel and oil, if you could, because that's the only thing that works right now. Like, full distillation tower oil is not that good anymore, because of the nerfs that they did. Sadly, in the previous patches, I could actually provide you with a lot more things to do before the next patch arrives, because a lot of things that were added to the game allow you to actually replay a lot of things in the game. But this patch, sadly, is not like that. So it is mostly just preparation for the final journey before the release that we have. Let me say that I am very happy that this game is finally getting released, and I believe it's getting more attention as we're getting closer to the release date of it. So, not to my channel, I know, thank you for the likes, supports, hypes, memberships, supers, and everything. But show more love to the main channel 37 too, so their videos actually get, let's say, spread out more in the internet. A little like, a comment under their videos would help them greatly, because they've been working really hard for producing this game, and so far they have actually made a lot of us happy. I know. There are things that we want change for, but believe it or not, they will actually do it. Probably, like, a lot of these things will be fixed. They can't fix it right now, because if they fix it now, they will have to fix it again later. Because of, well, this is not the final version of the cables specifically. So they're waiting probably for the final version. Anyways, as much love and support that you showed to me, show a little bit of it to the main, let's say, heroes of this game, which is the development company and the developers of the game. So, thanks for the likes, supports, memberships, supers, and everything else. And if you think you have an idea about what people can do before the next patch arrives, put it in the comment section so other people can see it. If it's not time, I hope you still play babies. And if it's daytime, I hope you get attacked by dolphin sharks, because that would make it more interesting, wouldn't it?